I don't understand people, putting their babies in the car and driving down the road, intoxicated. I don't understand people driving down the road intoxicated, period.
The Lumberton chief of police expresses his thoughts about a mother accused of drunk driving while taking her child to daycare. Good evening, I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Kelly Phillips. Thank you for joining us. Investigators say it was the quick thinking of a Lumberton daycare worker that helped officers put a mother behind bars. 34-year-old Brandy Kay Miller faces a charge of DWI with a child passenger. Officers say she had a blood alcohol level 3 times above the legal limit. Investigators say she was taking her young son to a Lumberton daycare, and her older daughter was also in the car. KFDM's Dillard explains why the daycare owner made the call to the police and what the chief has to say about the charge against the suspect.
The vast majority of the public loves children, and they don't want to see a child put in danger.
Lumberton Police Chief Danny Sullen says that's exactly what 34-year-old Brandy Kay Miller did just after 8:30 Tuesday morning. Police say Miller dropped off her child at Rise and Shine Day School off FM 421. That's when a daycare worker called police to say the mother drove away, possibly drunk.
She's got some judgment issues, but I'm not going to blame that on the alcohol. She's undoubtedly this lady does not need to be out driving around with her children in the car.
This is where officers arrested the mother on Dana Street, just a mile and a half from the daycare. A field sobriety test proved that Miller's blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. Police Chief Sullen says the daycare worker did the right thing by calling police.
The daycare did exactly what they're supposed to do. They notified law enforcement, not only because the lady appeared intoxicated and was leaving and getting back in a vehicle and driving on the roadway, but she also had another child with her.
A second child in the car, Miller's 13-year-old daughter.
She was scared of being in the vehicle with her mother because she was drunk. The child stated that her mom had been drinking liquor all night, and when she woke up this morning, she began drinking again to cure the hangover. Sad.
Miller faces a charge of driving while intoxicated with a child passenger, which is a state jail felony. She could pay a fine and face up to 2 years behind bars. A tough lesson for this mother, a reminder to others who see similar behavior.
I encourage the public to call 911, use their cell phones. They get behind someone they believe is intoxicated.
One call that could make all the difference.
It could have been worse. This had a happy ending that we were able to do our job and take this lady into custody and file appropriate charges.
In Lumberton, Megan Dillard, KFDM 6 News.
Megan spoke with the daycare worker who called police. The woman was hesitant to talk to us because of the nature of what happened. She says she'd like to put the situation behind her.